So, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh my god. I always said I wouldn't do that. I don't even know why I did that. I guess it was just for the video. Just for this video, I brought it out. We are here to talk Cody Rhodes and his undisputed WWE championship reign so far, and the discourse that has been on Twitter about his reign. Not much really going on in the wrestling world right now. So, obviously Twitter had to come up with something, you know what I mean, to argue about. And this week it's Cody Rhodes and his title reign. After we found out Kevin Owens, which I predicted would be his next opponent at Bash in Berlin. So I will mention some stuff that I saw on Twitter that I do want to touch on. Mainly, Sam Roberts had a few choice words, and I saw a tweet from Malik from the No Name Wrestling podcast. I'm a fan. I enjoy the content, so I saw his tweet, and I understand both sides of it. So I'm gonna look at react to some of their stuff and give my opinion on it. But before I do that, obviously like the video, subscribe, support the channel, click notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload another video, and comment down below. So, I might play the Sam Roberts clip. It is like 1 minute 19, I think. Maybe it's too long. Maybe I cut it down. We'll see. But I do want to read Malik's tweet that I did see on Twitter before I react to everything. So Malik's tweet in response to a clip he saw of Sam Roberts talking about Cody's title reign and how it's been lacked story in some defenses, besides the bloodline, and how it's mainly about proving he's the best, or proving, like in the case of Logan Paul, that putting him in his place, etc. In response to that, he tweeted, "There's some truth to this, but I don't see anything wrong with it when it literally fits Cody's character. He's not Roman. They have two different gimmicks, two different stories. Cody's had solid matches with every person he's defended the title against. He still feels like a top guy, still gets major reactions from the audience, and has a connection with them. Everything Cody has done as champ has been just fine. Some people have to stop comparing what he does as champ compared to what Roman did. He will never do what Roman did. Nobody in WWE will do what he did, and they don't have to either," which I agree with. But I do also agree with Sam Roberts in terms of the title reign has lacked a lot of the story that Romans had, and just the stories outside of the bloodline haven't been phenomenal. And even the bloodline one, in terms of the build to the match, in terms of his his involvement, wasn't phenomenal. Was good. I enjoyed it. So I understand both sides, but I think a lot of the criticism, I say criticism, but I think it's been a lot of hate from a lot of people on Twitter that either don't like Cody, don't like the fact that people still cheer him, the fans are still behind him, are upset Roman's not champion anymore, are upset that they took the Rock Roman match away because of Cody and the Cody fans. So I think a lot of it is that, but I do understand why some people might either be underwhelmed with the title reign, or they don't think it's been that good. I do get it. For me personally, I think it's been a good title reign. I don't think you can convince me Cody's title reign's been bad. It's not been entertaining. I think his defenses have been really, really good. Um, both his AJ matches were great. I like the Logan Paul match. So you can't tell me that he's not had great defenses, and I've liked the stories. But with that being said, I don't think it's been a phenomenal title reign, and people do need to stop. Maybe I think maybe some people are trying to compare it to what Roman did, and are expecting some. You can't hold everybody to the Roman standard. And let's be real, the last from when beat Cody at 39. From there to 40 was mid. Like, not the story itself after SummerSlam, actually, I should say, because the story in between SummerSlam was actually phenomenal in terms of everything they did until SummerSlam, where Jimmy super kicks Jay, cost him the match in what was a lackluster main event for SummerSlam. Everything after that was just mid when it came to Roman's title reign as well. So let's not like that last portion of Roman's title reign. He was rarely there. The matches became predictable. So like that's, you know what I mean. But no one will ever do what Roman did in its totality in the 4 years. Have that kind of reign. So if people were expecting Roman esque, you're always gonna be disappointed because that's not gonna get done again. It's just not gonna happen. Like Malik said in the tweet. So when it comes to the title reign, and when it comes to what I think is the biggest problem with it as well, it is the SmackDown roster lacks top heels, lacks people I'm interested in Cody facing. Hence why Kevin Owens has been put in this position, because there is nobody else. Let's be real. There is no one else. And what scares me about that is I have no idea if they are going to turn Kevin Owens heel. I think what they could do to get the most out of this, because again, SmackDown lacks top heels. After Kevin, it's got to be Randy, because there's no one else. There really is nobody else on that SmackDown roster that's a heel that I would want to see face Cody. So I would think they'd have to stretch this out. You have your first match, babyface v babyface. It's vibes. You know what I mean? It's just two good guys going up against each other, and then after the match, KO obviously loses. Maybe he turns heel then, and then that kind of becomes an extended feud. That is what I think they could possibly do. Because, like I said, the I do want to give Cody's credit, which is not like people gotta understand. There's no one on SmackDown for him to face. AJ, they had to turn heel. You know what I mean? And that last man standing match, I'm tweaking. The I Quit match was really good. I think that was at Backlash, was really good. Um, and then you obviously had the Logan Paul match, which was just there because it was in Saudi, so that just insert Logan Paul. Um, with everything that he's been given with the opponents, not much. And it's only been like what, maybe like 120 some days. I have no idea the exact timeline, and it's still early as well. The landscape of SmackDown is just, it's not Raw. It's not Raw. They aren't these plethora of opponents in the main event scene or a mid card that can elevate to face Cody, a heel that's believable. I can't even think of one. So we also gotta put that in perspective when we talk about this reign. And again, I think I've enjoyed the reign. I think he's had great matches. The feuds have been relatively good, in my opinion. So I don't know why people are complaining. I don't. And I can see again why you might wanna, you know, complain about the stories not being as good as you would like them to be. But even so, I think it's been a good reign. You can't anyone that wants to tell me that Cody's reign has been shit, it's not been good, it's not been enjoyable, you're straight lying. Straight. We will see what they do next with Cody, we, in terms of how they build to Bash in Berlin. I don't think I don't think it's going to be much of an interesting build to Bash in Berlin. I think they probably do more coming out of that, because it's two baby faces against each other. I mean, like, and we obviously know Cody's winning. So like, we'll see how they build it. We'll see if they continue to keep Kevin Owens heel, babyface after the match, or they're gonna turn him and try to stretch this out as long as possible before they either turn Randy heel, or because what do they do? Let's say he does turn heel and they stretch this out to Bad Blood. What then? So we'll see. We'll see what they do with Cody Rhodes. You guys let me know if you've enjoyed his title reign so far, how you feel about Cody's title reign, what you see happening next. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.